Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to more Dragon Quest XI. Let's see how the castle's doing. Yeah, I used a holy water item because I only had one. It's like I don't need that in the inventory. Welcome to Sneffelheim Castle. Before the disaster struck, this building was known for its being the most handsomest place in all Adria. And now it is better known as the hotbed of a terrible plague. Take care you do not catch the disease yourself, traveler. That stinks. Having to deal with this crisis all on our own and to not be unable to do anything to help. Find Queen Isabel in her throne room. It is the grand hall to the rear of the castle, deeply troubled by the disaster that is unfolding across her realm. If there's anything you do to help, it will be greatly appreciated. If this castle were to be stormed by the Lord of Shadow's most monstrous minions, I would gladly lay my life on the line to keep Her Majesty safe. But how am I to protect her from an adversary that is invisible and intangible, and that may strike at any moment? Yeah, fighting a plague is terrible. So please proceed up the stairs. Discover the source. Alright, Master Scholar, you have any idea what's going on? Currently hard at work studying the strange plague that is spreading around Sneffelheim. Okay. He's working on it. Alright. What's up? Of course, that's not how I would
Cheer up, Your Majesty. It might never happen. What's got you looking so glum?
Hey!
Lord Rab! And your friends too. I am so happy to see you safe and well.
Aye, the feeling's very much mutual. A lot's happened since last we met.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yggdrasil has fallen. The world has been covered in darkness. Gold fever ravages my kingdom.
Gold fever.
But we survived. Some were not so lucky.
What's that now? Gold fever? Is there something going on round these parts we should know about?
There is. It all began a few weeks ago, you see. A strange disease started to spread across Sniffelheim. It affects people, animals, even plants. Anyone or anything that catches it turns entirely to gold.
Even a giant iceberg? Or a giant the gold iceberg is what causes it. What's causing it. So man, anything. So that's why the people are holed up in their houses. I don't want to turn to gold. Man, these people have been turned to ice, and now they have to be afraid of being turned to gold.
To gold?
We don't know what causes it, or how to cure it. So every one of my poor subjects lives in fear of being struck down next.
Ah, that's terrible.
I tried to send for help, but every route out of the kingdom is blocked by great golden obstacles. We are completely cut off. My dear friend Kristalinda was studying the illness to try to find a cure. But in their panic, my people suspected her of spreading it instead.
Of course they did.
For her own safety, I was forced to lock her away in the dungeons. I have tried to tell my subjects she is innocent, but they simply will not listen. They are blinded by fear. This awful disease has turned my kingdom upside down.
There, Your Majesty. Dinna look so crestfallen. We'll get to the bottom of this for ye.
Oh, thank you. You are always so very kind to me. I will let everybody in the city know that you are here to help, and that they must help you in turn. Take care, dear friends.
Air.
Gold. Why gold?
Good question. Why gold? Can't find no mention of anything even faintly resembling it in any of our many books. Only explanation I can think of is the disease is not a naturally occurring ailment. It may have been created quite recently by an evildoer with some purpose in mind. Alright, find out all we can. Yeah, let's go to the dungeon and see Crystalinda. Doors not yet spread to these dungeons. If you wish to learn more about the disease, go up. Vial of Lunera, okay. And to Eric. Can't open you! A seed of sorcery? Nice. $44! Let's see, yeah. Savvy Sapphire. So we have another one of those now. And again, a door we can't open. Again, I should be writing those down, but... There's a relic from the Age of Heroes. Its bar's so completely resistant magic, so even one as powerful as the Wicked Witch herself cannot break free. Hi, Crystalinda. Nice of you to visit. Don't worry, you won't catch anything from me. I have nothing to do with that ridiculous gold fever. But when you are a witch, people will insist on blaming you for everything. With good reason, I suppose. If it makes them feel better, I'll play along. Anyway, enough about me. Something you must know. Gold fever is no ordinary illness. I've used enough black magic in my time to recognize its hallmarks. It's not a plague, it's more akin to a curse. Whoever crafted this magic is more powerful than I ever was. Only you, Luminary, have the strength to stop them. I'm probably the last person you want to do a favor for, but please, for Frissy's sake, find this person and break this curse. We're all counting on you. Don't worry, I will. I'm gonna figure this out. Alright, let's go talk to the people of Sniflheim and see if we can't get some clues.
Ah, there you are. Is everything all right?
Far from it.
Not exactly. You see, the Queen seemed awful sad.
Quickly explain it. Person!
Ah. Hello there, madam. Do you have a minute to talk to us? We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Do I have a minute, he asks. How can I know when every second might be my last? You do well to leave this place before you turn to gold too. Wait, I know you. You're that boy, Eric.
You know me?
Oh, don't be silly. Everyone in Sniffelheim knows you. You're the... Oh, no! This can't be happening!
He's the what?
What's the matter, dear? Are you okay?
She's turning into gold.
It's... got me.
You turn into solid gold.
I take it this is a case of gold fever. It's horrible.
That is a terrible way to go. Eric?
Eric, honey, are you okay? Tell me where it hurts.
Eric? Huh? I heard a commotion and came running. I never thought that I would find you here. Do you know our friend, Father? He's an old pal of ours, but we lost him after the fall. The fear he's taken a blow to the head somewhere along the way. He doesn't remember a thing about his life before then. Oh, my poor child. Perhaps I can help to jog your friend's memory. Come to the church by the city gates, and I will tell you what I know of his past.
Okay, sounds good. That's true, we don't know much about Eric before we joined up with him. He was real quiet when we came to Sniffelheim as well. And you talked to him in the camp, like I did before, in between episodes stuff. The Reverend Father Speaker, you'll find him in the vestry, the back room at the church. Which I guess is this place, even though there's no save point. Before we do that, can we... Yeah, we can get in. Hi. White shield, ice shield, warrior shield. Sure. Mithril helm. Not bad. Macabre mantle. Has some evasion chance. A bunch more defense for Eric. Yeah, Macabre mantle. Is that the Swindler stole? No, he'll look like he did at the beginning of the adventure. Icicle Dirk. Winter's Wing Star Cross Boomerang. That looks awesome. Boomerang that sparkles with starlight and excels against undead monsters. Blessed by starlight. Sad discovery and a frightening one that they don't know how to cure it. When they are the premier minds in the world. When even they're stumped, it's not good. Chance of being cursed reduced by 10%. Something tells me I should wear this. treasure hunter again. Pseudonym. Alright, let's go. Great statue is beautiful enough without being filled with those gaudy golden statues.
Ah, there you are. I am glad to see you safe and well, Eric. It has been 5 long years since last we met.
5 years?
I was here 5 years ago? Did I used to live here or something?
Not quite. The Viking raiders, who once roamed the northern seas, would often stop here to buy supplies, or to drink away their ill-gotten gains at the inn.
Viking raiders?
And when they came, Eric, you came with them.
Huh, so like the Vikings in the other cave. Used to work with the Vikings?
Viking?
So that is why the men I sent to scour Heliodor for details of your origin would always return empty-handed. You were born here, a Viking.
Not born one. Eric and his younger sister were orphans. The Vikings found them, took them in, and raised them as their own.
Okay, so A, they were orphans, and B, he had a younger sister?
Whether that was for good or bad, I really couldn't say. By all accounts, they treated the poor children like slaves.
That's sad.
Then, one day, we heard rumors that Eric's sister had passed away. And though the Vikings returned, Eric never did.
Stop.
It has always saddened me that I was not able to help those poor children more. Perhaps if I can help you to recover Eric's memories, it might...
I said stop! I need to be alone for a while.
Forgive me. It was tactless of me to reveal so much so soon. Please, go to your friend. I will join you when he has had a chance to settle down.
Yeah, you need to do just a little bit at a time. Running toward the western gate. Seem to be very upset about something. Yeah, to have a lot of that just dropped on you when you can't remember anything, and that's must be a heck of a shock. So, well, stop piling up while we wait for the fever to go away. If I didn't keep clearing it away, we'd be blocked in completely. Through the back gate there. He had a face like thunder. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm sorry I ran off like that. It's just... Huh.
It's a Viking ship, but they're all gold.
Is that...
That ship, if the townspeople's shouts are anything to go by, it is not a welcome sight.
Nope. Monsters made purely of gold. We need to take care of them. Hey, you stay here, buddy.
I will take care of Eric. Please, you must hurry to the harbor.
Right. We'll be back. I think you're fans. I like the skull and crossbones and everything.
Empty your pockets, sniveling Sniffelheimers. It's time to pay tribute to the great and glorious Gildiga. All your gold belongs to us.
Gildiga. Gold.
Come on,
no.
You glittering curs. Let's get to work. Grab the golden statues and load them into the longboat.
Oh, that's terrible. How about no? You're in charge. Being the armor knight, the others are just skeleton warriors.
Move it, metal-headed morons. Get the statue back to the ship. You don't want to keep Gildiga waiting.
Gildiga. You can stop right there.
The monsters are making away with the people who were turned to gold. Could the fever be their doing?
Good a guess as any.
What are you looking at? Mess with us, and you'll have to answer to the great and glorious Gildiga, shining star of the spectral sentinels.
And that told me everything I need to know. We need to go. We need to go and stop Gildiga.
Cease your boastful blustering, fiend! You dare disturb the peace of this fair nation? Then it is you who shall answer to us.
I agree with that.
You think you can stop us? Feeble flesh bags.
Of course I can.
You're not even worth stealing.
Not only can I stop you, you're hopefully worth a lot of gold after I beat you, which I can use to buy shiny
The
stuff.
boss only likes two kinds of humans. Gold ones and dead ones. Let's bury 'em, boys.
Gild the knots. Cute. Gild the britches. Roaring tirade. Maybe shocked for a little bit for me. Let's see just how a regular swing does. Okay, they have some defense. Not as much as I thought they would, honestly. There we go. Not bad, but let's try out Giga Gash. Awesome. Truly jaw-dropping swordsmanship. Nope. Oh, kabuff. Now they have more defense. They're almost dead, though.
Another day, another victory.
Not here to 22 gold coins. Come on, you gotta give me more than that. Made of gold! And they poop. After them!
Their companions are fleeing. After them. Over there.
They got Eric.
Eric! They've got Eric! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! How? Why?
Never mind why. They must be stopped. Quickly!
We were too slow. Oh, Eric.
We are getting that boy back, and we are doing it right now. Where's that priest? He'll know where they've taken him.
I know where they've taken him. Or we visited a Viking cave already. Hope people were not hurt. Go back to where the priest was. You alright?
I am sorry. The creatures found us, and I was powerless to stop them taking Eric away.
Please, do not be so hard on yourself, Father. It is a miracle that even you escaped with your life. When we heard that you were outside the gates when the monsters attacked, we feared the worst.
Curse those sparkling scoundrels! They have run away with every man, woman, and child struck down by the fever. They just picked them up and carried them off like so much plunder. Do they mean to sell our friends, our families?
Sell, maybe. Hoard, also an option.
But then why
Because
would they take
evil.
Eric? He had no valuables in his possession, and he was not afflicted by the fever.
That's a good question.
And yet, they headed straight for him. It is almost as if they knew exactly who he was. Wait a moment. The way they spoke, the ship they sailed in, could they be?
You know, I had the very same thought.
Yes. I thought maybe those things had usurped the villains, but it seems they are them. But how?
Those gold-hungry horrors. They may look different, but we know them. We know them very well indeed. The way they moved, acted, talked. The fact that they knew who Eric was. There is no mistaking it. They were Vikings. They used to have a hideout near here, in a little cave just around the headland. I think that is where they have taken your friend.
And that is where we shall go next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Gold fever. That's a terrible, terrible thing to have going on here. But it seems we know the source now. And on top of all that, we need to go rescue our friend Eric. All that and more. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.